So I have a few kids that are going to help me out over here, and I'm just going to randomly call the ones that I asked to help. So Megan is going to come up and hold a piece of paper for us. Hold it up. And the one that she's holding up is God has a plan. On Monday, the kids learned about King Joash, and basically God showed him that you are going to be able to restore the temple and purify it. And God was able to show him that, I've got a better plan for you. There's going to be something good that's coming out of this. So we learned that God has a plan. Now, each of these kings and queens that the kids learned about symbolize God's character. He used other people to show you guys God's character. Isn't that marvelous? So this on Tuesday, Ern, if you could come up and help. I guess it's on the screen, but we'll use the kids anyway to help out. We learned about King Solomon, and does anyone remember what King Solomon was known for? Wisdom. He was the wisest man that ever lived. And God gave him the ability to be able to respond to people beautifully, just with great answers because he was so wise. Okay? And on Wednesday, the kids learned about King David, and we learned that God is a powerful person. So if we could ask Raymond to come up. Now, at such a young age, King David was already appointed to be king, even when there was another king that was still reigning. King David was still asked to be a king of the kingdom, or of the place. And, him being a young person, I know sometimes I feel like I'm facing huge giants in life and I'm scared. But God is so powerful that he gave David the confidence and led him to many victories. And then on Thursday we learned about Queen Esther. And Maria, if you could come up. And we learned that God helps us. Now, Queen Esther put her life on the line because, back then, if you go before the king when you're not asked, you could be killed. But God helped her into the kingdom, and the king accepts her and listens to what she has to say. And so her people were able to be saved because of that. And on Friday, we learned about King Jesus. Ashley, could you please come up? Here. And we learned that God is victorious. And through Jesus Christ, through his Son, we are all able to have salvation. And I know because they're learning about castles and crowns, the salvation is that we get to make it to the castle, to his kingdom. And we're doing that because look at all the things that God gives us. He has a plan for each of us. You just have to listen. Okay? He's so wise that he could pass on his wisdom to you and make you, have good choices in life. God also is powerful. Anything is possible. Even if you have the slightest doubt about yourself, if you seek to God, anything is possible because he's so powerful. He owns this world. He owns much more than the world. God helps us. There's a children's story that I tell sometimes where you feel like you have an empty space in your heart and you try to go to your friends to fill that empty space, but it just doesn't work. And the only way to fill that empty space is when you have God in your life. And victorious. God is victorious. I'm waiting for that day when Jesus comes back again so that we can go to heaven. Because this world is so filthy and filled with sin that I can't wait for us to be cleansed once again. Now, all of these characteristics, thank you guys, I'll take the paper. Now, all these characteristics show us how marvelous God is. And it shows us how we should live every day of our lives. If you wake up in the morning and try to drive a car and you've never taken any driving instruction before, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're probably going to crash. I was watching the news in Hawaii one time when there's this little boy. He wanted to drive his family's minivan. He's probably like 7 years old. And his mom was taking a nap. And so he gets his little sister and says, come on. And they get in the van and he drives. And you should have seen the side of the van. I mean, there was no more sliding door. It was gone. And that's basically how it is with your life. If you're not in tune with God, just imagine where your life will be. It's so much easier to rely and depend on him because everything falls into place. His plan will take into place. Now I want you to see another part of the demonstration where Kuya Elidan will play the same song or the same part he played earlier and how much better it sounds when he's tuned his guitar. And you're welcome to sing with him. Now, did you hear anything different about his guitar? It is so much prettier and so much more peaceful. So just imagine if you kept your life in tune with God as well. He'll show you the plan He has for your life. He'll give you the wisdom to conquer. He will give you the power to overcome. He will guide you and He will lead you to salvation so that we can all make it to His castle. So I hope you all don't just keep this in your hearts this afternoon and walk out and forget about it. I want you to keep your life in tune with God every day so that we can all see each other in heaven.